Hey Pisces, welcome to High Priestess Healing Tarot, where you are the High Priestess, baby. Happy Mercury retrograde over. Now we got a little Venus and Jupiter dance in the sky, so be on the lookout for some unexpected blessings, especially in relationships, love, home, the heart space. Claim that, babe. Smash that love button. Thank you to everybody who's already smashed that love button. Thank you, spirit guides, guardian angels, ancestors, Archangel Michael. Please help me in pulling insights for the High Priestess Collective. Highest timelines, highest messages for the High Priestess Collective. Show me Pisces energy first. That came out in the pre-shuffle too, twice. Knight of Swords. So your energy is showing up as taking action, maybe like, or moving faster, moving in the direction of something. I kind of want to say that like lights you on fire. You have there's a laser focus point that you are moving towards. So like that would be like a bullseye energy. If you're focusing on like, I'm not a good darts player, but like, you know, when you play darts, you essentially want to like keep your eye in the bullseye or like wherever you're aiming so that your hand follows through, like moves into that line of vision. That's what this Knight of Swords is. Having your actions and your body like line up with your vision. Show me Pisces energy. It's also Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. Yeah. Well, the Three of Wands is a Voyage card. And even his feet are pointed. That's why I was saying what I was saying. The feet are so pointed. Do you see that? It's almost like a claw. So there could be like a little, no one's going to stop me energy. Three of Wands. Yeah, where are we going? Where are we going? Six of Swords. That's moving in a positive direction. It's moving towards. So there's two things here. There could be an energy of you laser focused on this movement, specifically for refuge. So there could be like a little stealth energy in this movement, fleeing, escaping. And for those of you who are not seeking refuge here, this is specifically taking direction as a result of a transformation. So it's like an aha clicked, and now you're taking action towards this new voyage that's essentially going to bring you towards a new shore. So like one group of people here, this is more like for peace of mind and healing. Still laser focused on the end goal or that bullseye. And then another group here is a transformation has already taken place. And because you're transformed, it's like your butterfly wings are here now, right? So what do butterflies do? They literally explore. They're not going to just like walk along like a caterpillar anymore. They're different. So there's like a different voyage, a different shore, a different ship, different journey that they're meant to go on. Okay, let's get some details with this. I'm actually going to pull out more fresh Rider-Waite. I really do stand Rider-Waite. It just feels very ancient to me. It's really not ancient. Around Pisces. Look, that's crazy. Around Pisces is a Five of Swords. Six of Swords is like, I'm leaving that, you know? Five of Swords is, in this case, this could be people or conflict, chaos, or environments that pollute vision. That could be what someone here is seeking refuge from. In a very swift, like, decisive way. For the people who are not in the refuge group, and you're like, I've gone through a transformation. This is like, you won the battle of that transformation. And that doesn't mean everybody likes it, is the thing too. That's like a very real part of all this, right? Show me that Five of Swords. You know what? Oh my God, not me getting annoyed. It's annoying though. Seven of Cups, Five of Swords is like, you won the battle of the bullshit. You were able to make moves despite confusion, or you're making moves despite not being able to see clearly. Maybe because you're fed up of the fog. And when you get fed up of the fog, you end up sometimes making a choice that's like, this is my most informed choice, Knight of Swords. So I'm fucking making it so that something moves. And what happens is it moves, you know? And for those seeking refuge, it's pretty self-explanatory. This could be like multiple people or multiple, these humans here could represent environments, multiple people or environments that bring this and this instead of this. This is peace. This is beauty. There's also alignment. It's the sixth Sephirah in the Kabbalah Tree of Life is basically like right down the center of the Kabbalah Tree of Life. So ones, sixes, nines, and tens are very centered energy. Anything else on the 7 and 5? Okay. Especially if this 5 of Swords, 7 of Cups energy was happening during Mercury retrograde. Either the decision making of like, you know what, I'm just sick of the fog, so I'm going to choose something and go and figure it out on the way. Or the plan for seeking refuge started during the retrograde. Maybe things even got a little worse here. Knight of Cups is taking informed and intuitive action from a place of love. There's preservation of your cup by doing this. The 7 of Cups plus this Knight, that is the 8 of Cups, so it is like, it's leaving energy. 8 of Cups, 6 of Swords, very similar. One is an emotionally informed exit, one is a more logically informed exit. And you know what's interesting is this energy is very fluid. So even in this like bumpy gray clouds, the gray clouds in tarot represent confusion or not being able to see something clearly. Even with this, your energy, Knight of Cups, technically this is Pisces. Your energy is showing up as very like, there's a regality associated with it, or there's like a prestigious, elite, elegant trot. It's like your gait, even with this bullshit, your gait, it stands out. And I think what I'm saying is, despite what's around you, which feels energetically draining, despite what's around you, you still show up in a way that does not exude chaos, or does not exude having gone through or moving through chaos, which is that's very high priestessy, where like there's a mystery around that of like, how are they showing up like this if this is the energy around them, you know? Show me that Knight of Cups energy. Wow, 8 of Swords, 6 of Wands. This is fascinating. Oh my god. This combo just came out in our Roundtable Tarot reading for the Lionsgate last Thursday. One of the HPs had this. This is basically saying Knight of Cups, 8 of Swords, 6 of Wands. Couple things here. It's moving in the direction of success, even if you can't see what the direction of success is. It's recognizing, oh, the direction of success is fucking move. Like, it's not actually, the illusion is, I have to find the correct lane. It's an illusion. It's an illusion. It's an illusion. There is no correct lane. Movement is the correct lane. That's the illusion. That's why people get stuck over here. Actually, if you left people that are in this, it's because there's an overthinking of, I have to wait for the right lane. Let them, though. Let them figure that out. It's not a correct lane. It's movement. Because the movement is aligned with the vibration of, I trust me and my inner seeing. So it actually doesn't matter what path or road your foot touches, because the vibration you're putting out, the frequency you're emitting into the universe is, I trust me, and because I trust me, it will be the correct path. It's like you becoming, this is magician energy. The path that I say is correct is correct. That's this energy. I'm moving in the direction of success without actually seeing the street sign that says this one, this is the way, one way, this way. I'm picturing like literally a street sign that says road to success. And you're like, whatever road I go on is it, period. End of story. Yeah. And now in this combo over here, you have a sequence. You have 5, 6, 7, 8. So shout out to the dancers, you know what's up. Something else with that is like 5, 6, 7, 8. Hitting your marks. Shout out to the T-Swifties out there. But for real, it's like you're doing this allows you to hit your marks. The marks aren't there though. It's like you're making the marks too. Like you got to just go. It's movement, because it's in the movement that more comes. That's like always how it is. Yes. And if you're seeking refuge, it's a very similar energy of like, you know, sometimes people get stuck in situations. 7 of Cups, 5 of Swords. I don't know how bad, treacherous the situation is that people are seeking refuge from. It could be mild. But mild mental and emotional chaos over time is devastating. Tower at the bottom. It can completely tear up a foundation. Think of like a small water drip, but if it's dripping, if a pipe is dripping, 1 drop every 3 seconds, for years, the wood underneath that is going to be completely fucking demolished, and it's going to basically infect everything around it, you know? So those of you who are in the seeking refuge, like I made a decision and I'm moving towards this shoreline for peace. You're choosing something that you can't see. You can only cups fire, feel. Cups fire, sense, you know? And the universe loves that. Loves that. Libra, big Libra, Gemini, Aquarius opening, and now over here too. The butterfly transformation is on the throne. It's like immortalized in the sediment of his throne. So however you've changed, it's not even possible to go back. And I think this is a sigh, you're allowed to have a sigh of relief. Oh, I just got like, oh, in my heart. Like when when you get a frog in your throat. You're allowed to have a sigh of relief here, because what this means is the patterns that you close out. You know, we peep patterns over promises, right? With others. But you really become the high priestess when you peep your own fucking patterns, right? And like you stop believing the bullshit that you're feeding yourself. That's when you are your ultimate healer. That's when you are truly in your highest form of, I peep my own patterns, and I'm not going to listen to like the bullshit promises like I'll start tomorrow, I'll redo it later. It's like, no. Let me choose different in the now, because it's in the now that the portal is. The portal is always in the now. This is for somebody who's closed out a cycle that would have accepted this longer term. 7 of Cups, 5 of Swords. Because the butterfly and the 2 crescent moons, high priestess, sandwiching the butterfly, are embedded in the sediment, or what's another word? It's like concrete mixture, right? It's in the foundation of this throne. It's hardened. It's immortalized here. So that pattern, you won't even, this feels like you won't even be tempted to go back to that. And it's probably because so much has changed. And if you look, there's gray clouds in this card too, which is what you're coming out of. But the gray clouds here are subsiding. You know, there's birds in the air again. So there's like, birds singing, I know a lot of you know, is a sign that it's safe. Birds are only singing and chirping, and like, you ever take a walk in your neighborhood or sit in your backyard and like the birds are going off and you're like, everyone is talking, the birds are out here. It's two things. One, if it was not safe, if there were predators around or something odd was happening, they'd be quiet so as to not give away their location, so that they're not threatened, you know, in danger. The other thing is they do that to mate. And if you think about mating, you are vulnerable when you're mating, right? So either way, bird song, bird squawk, bird chirp is like, hey, it's safe here. It's safe now. It's kind of giving like sunset energy. Sunset energy. I guess that's kind of sunset-y. Can you show me what I'm talking about? Sunset with this King of Swords. Wow, that's crazy. So the sun has set on this particular chapter. The sun has set on that bullshit, whatever that is. But I think more importantly, like whatever the bullshit is just, it's just bullshit. The most important thing is that you move without seeing exactly what is ahead anyway. It's the trust in self. It's the trust in the direction of honoring your internal navigation system. The thing is too here, Knight of Swords, you have swords with you in this movement. So there is some sort of logic or previous experience of having done this before that's actually serving you now. This, please hit the like button. That's insane. That's fucking sane that the same fucking cards just came out. That's insane. 6 wands. That's crazy. 6, 7, 8, 9 swords. 8 plus 5 is what? 13. 4 swords. Foofy woofy. There's so much. This feels like where you're going. There's either stability in the mind or there's actually going to be quiet. Like an actual experience of quiet. Maybe you should be saying peace, but it feels like it's actually quiet because it's like you're able to hear the birds where you're going. And I don't know that that's a literal thing that I'm saying. You're going to be able to hear the birds where you're going. It just means it's safer over here. Give me, what am I not getting on the Knight and the 3? Guys! Guys! What? The 6 of Swords, it's the same fucking 3 cards. It's the same cards, and there's a boat driving by now. And a parasailer. There's a boat driving by and a parasailer. This is like by air or by boat, baby. Just fucking go. Just go. This 3 of Wands, Voyage being confirmed. This is like a together card. This is like they're together. It's this, it's like waiting at the dock for the crew to load the boat. And then like, okay, now we get on the boat and we go. This is saying like you're bringing your head with you. If there's been any sort of like maybe doubt or fear, if you need that confirmation, like you're bringing your mind with you. This actually, the movement that you take breaks this. And maybe this is one of the important cards that I'm like not spending enough time on, is like, if you lived in this constraint or this constricted, not letting yourself make bigger moves or exit plans previously, this is what becomes broken up. 6, 7, 8 swords in total. This is the 8 swords, but now it's broken up. And one is in mastery of the mind, one is in action, and one is moving towards peace, and it's a centered energy. 2 of Wands, it's still expanding, it's leaving. 2 of Wands is, I'm choosing to leave this place to go out into a wider horizon. The world is your oyster here. So crazy. Show me the shore for the 6 of Swords. The shore is, shout out to my Jersey Shore girls and guys and gays and theys. Page of Pentacles, 4 of Pentacles. It's a new beginning that offers stability. It's actually a new beginning that can offer expansion too. The 4s technically in this tree of life represent expansion. from like unconditional love. So if you are fleeing, right, seeking refuge, or you got tunnel vision, like you got your eye on a target, this movement, either way, is actually from a place of self-love, and it's through self-love that we're able to expand. Show me, let's get this. Can you show me that Page of Pentacles? That's it's offer of good news, it's optimism, it's like very, I want to use the word perfect, even though that doesn't exist, but it's perfectly aligned. There's something perfectly aligned on the other side of the shore. Queen of Wands. The Queen of Wands here, she's giving Cleopatra energy. Two things. One, you might be the first one to arrive at this shore, and that is symbolic in some way. So the first in your family to seek this sort of refuge, to leave this way of living. Or if this is career or volunteer related, some sort of purpose here, side gig, you're the first to arrive on this shore. So it's unprecedented opportunity. And what's interesting is that the Queen of Wands, this is Aries energy in this deck. Aries, who do we got over there? Saturn and Neptune are in Aries, right? Is Chiron also there? We got a lot of planets in Aries right now. So it's these planets that are helping move this forward and initiating something new. So it's on this side of the shore that something new begins. So even if you're seeking refuge, it looks like there's either a creative or a manifested new beginning that's stabilized. It's like as it arrives, it's stabilized. These two came out together. And this new shore actually has a very clear, there's a very clear view of both the wide angled lens of expansion, community, and opportunity, as well as clear angles for upscaling, for like how to move up. The Queen of Wands manifests on accident, kind of, because her gig is, her MO in life is, I get hotter and better. That's her MO. I just keep getting hotter and better, but it's because she goes into her shadow and she clears any fears. If she has a fear, she identifies it, she nurtures it with self-love, and then she basically does something that she's afraid of to show her nervous system, see, even though that was scary, we're safe, right? She does it over and over and over again so that her nervous system starts to feel safe in risks that previously felt scary or detrimental. And that's how she's able to create so much or call in so much. So if this like direction forward, this movement, there's fear involved, which could see that. Doesn't feel debilitating. It just feels like there's an awareness. When you get to the other side of the shore, there's something literally waiting for you here. Or maybe you're already on that side of the shore and you're realizing, if I didn't make this move, this journey, I would not have experienced this brand new beginning. Emphasis on that Four of Pentacles, like this brand new beginning comes in, there's already some sort of foundation laid. Show me the foundation. Thank you. Eight of Cups. Look at that beautiful full moon. The foundation laid is that okay, so it has to do with emotional cycles. You, in this new beginning, will be starting at a higher level, whereas in the past, you had to go through emotional experiences that empowered you to identify whether something was serving you emotionally or not. And likely they weren't, and you had to make the hard decision to leave them. it's like in that strength that you built over time, like I left this group, I left this job, I left this neighborhood, I left this community, going through that over and over and over again, it builds something up in you where you don't enter cycles that you will have to leave so often. You know, there's a discernment now that's built in. This is kind of giving the moon card to me. We got Pisces energy here. This is, yeah, it's giving moon card. I know it's 8 of Cups, but it's like the discernment that you're bringing with you to this shore, I think is going to protect you from, like, you're not going to enter those cycles that you had to enter in the past to learn from so that you wouldn't enter them in the future. There's also something coming up around the mountain bend. So there's like something is not even fully revealed with this 4 of Pentacles. Oh my God, that makes so much sense because eclipse season is right around the corner. And eclipse season, thank God it's not with the Mercury retrograde. Thank God. Remember when we had that last year? Jesus Christ, that dragged me by my toenails. This 4 of Pentacles, there's going to be a reveal. So there's something you don't see yet with this 4 of Pentacles. And it's fullness and it's light, it's illumination. Could even be like a helpful resource, is like, hey, but you didn't know that this was here too, you know? Like, oh, this is what we do here on this team. We blah, blah, blah. Queen of Swords. And this is because, look at that, crescent moon and the sun with the white owl spirit here. It's because you chose higher levels of standards here. Higher standards here. Higher standards here. Anything else on that 4 of Pentacles, 8 of Cups? The sun? The sun? And you got a Pegasus? Pure positivity, ultimate happiness, joy, success, vitality, warmth, positive outcome, optimism, confidence, sunshine, truth. Surprise, that's the reveal. That's the reveal. It's over here, babe. Is there any bridging that Pisces has to do? Bridging. 7 of Cups. Bridging the illusion. I love the artwork on that card. Damn. Here, look at it. If you like tarot cards. The gold and the white. Like, the white is glowy, you know? I love that snake. Bridging. 7 of Cups. This is Scorpio energy. So the death of illusion. And Hangman in reverse. So the bridging from this to this is allowing yourself to see this 7 of Cups and then at all costs walking away from it. Maybe the 7 of Cups, 5 of Swords, maybe that's inside the house. Maybe it's the mind. It feels like it's not though. It feels like it's represented. It is the mind, but it's represented external by people or environments, and it looks like there's multiple. It doesn't look like there's one. The bridge is to escape that 7 of Cups. You have to actually wake up in it and be like, oh shit, I'm in it, you know. But if we make excuses for the 7 of Cups, this might be, for some of you, this might be a person. Can you show me what I'm feeling with that 7 of Cups excuses? 2 of, whoa, not the cards spilling everywhere now. 2 of Cups, 9 of Pentacles. Oh wait, 2 of Cups, Ace of Pentacles, and the Fool. Not making excuses. If we continue to make excuses for behavior, environments, systems below our standard of living, then we are sacrificing our highest form of love, prosperity, and fulfillment on our journey. And it is truly your choice here. But this 7 of Cups Scorpio with Hangman in reverse Neptune, that is the highest form of delusion and illusion at a detriment. And sometimes this can show up in people that we are very close to. And for some people here, if you are prolonging your escape or your glow up so that someone else can have theirs, you're missing the point. We are in a limitless universe. Focus on your bridge over here. Admit what you see, and then exit. It does feel like a lot of people already exited. But if you are still stuck on the, I see this shit going on, but maybe you're not as well versed in Eight of Cupsing. All you gotta do is Eight of Cups a couple of times and you're like, you know what? I know how to exit stage left pretty good now. There is a higher level of union with soul, also with others, and an opportunity that brings you down a path that has not yet been experienced. So because of that, there's like a lot of blank canvas waiting, which feels like freedom. Anything I'm missing on this Hangman in reverse? Intuition gets quieter when we stop acting on it. I think I said that last time. Five of Wands. The longer we stay in making excuses for people and avoiding a more challenging or more laser focused transition, the harder shit is going to get. Five of Wands. And then it usually gets to a point where it becomes a tower. The beauty of the Seven of Cups, Five of Swords is it's not even a 10. There's not even 10s there. So it's like, wouldn't it be more beneficial, Chariot card, to leave when it's already like on your radar of like, I just sense what this is, so I'm just gonna duck out. I'm just gonna dip here. Versus having to get exploded out through a tower, because then with the tower there's like emotional turmoil, there's fear, there's cleanup, and a new beginning. Whereas here is like, there's an opportunity for a bridging from one way to another that doesn't feel as rocky. It actually feels a little faster too. Okay, final on that 5, and then I'm gonna shift. Smash that love button, Pisces. Thank you for being here. 3 of Cups. Knight of Pentacles. You got what you needed in terms of training. The training, I'm just saying this over and over again, it feels like, but the training, you got what you needed to be trained. So now they're saying, go over here, because that training, it's like not, I don't even think it's going to be directly used. It's going to be used in a different way. It's like the training over here is, can you discern between illusion and delusion and experiences that are not of your highest level? Can you trust yourself to just start moving? Because when you do, there's actually slow and steady progress, and there's others who are doing it alongside you. So there's also lack of loneliness here. Whereas the choice to transition into laser focus or refuge does feel a little alone. But over here, there's people. Let me just use my Italian deck. Anything else? Not to get mafia in this house. Anything else for the High Priestesses? Queen of Pentacles. Go where the money is, babe. No, I'm just kidding. Half, kind of. Regina Dinari. Okay, Queen of Pentacles over here. So it's interesting. Queen of Wands, Page of Pentacles, Knight of Pentacles, Queen of Pentacles. Ooh, my Fitbit just vibrated on that. Creativity, abundance, stability, family energy, freedom, connection to nature. Queen of Pentacles is Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. This could be unfolding Virgo season, which makes sense because it's like the Mercury retrograde chaos will have been over by the time Virgo season starts, and then the eclipse season starts in Virgo season. This eclipse season actually feels like this is when you land ashore. And this is where sun, the sun is, the Page of Pentacles is this like coming up story. Page, Knight, Queen. That's a come up. That's a come up. And the come up is from moving in trust. Moving in trust. Not moving because I see it fully. Moving because I feel it fully. Smash the love button for that, Pisces. All right, babe. If you're part of the 21-day grounding group challenge, brava, brava to you. You've completed 21 days of grounding yourself through this freaking retrograde. And tonight we are celebrating. The link to register for our 21-day grounding group community celebration is in the Patreon. So click on that link to register, and we're all going to share what our grounding practice was, any challenges, obstacles that we experienced, any revelations that we had about ourselves, and how many days we were able to actually ground ourselves in the 21 days. And I will, of course, be running a raffle, so there will be somebody who walks away with a little prize from yours truly. Shout out to the HPs. This was a good one. All right, High Priestess, hold my hands. Take a gentle inhale through the mouth. I'm sending you so much Reiki love and healing. And a soft release. Savoring your peace and stillness. And claim this, Pisces. Success is wherever I go. What? Yes, Pisces. I'll see you later.